You seem to be enjoying yourself this season. How are you finding it?
Yeah, really enjoying myself. Obviously, playing in this team, it's amazing. There's so many great players, and it's one I always enjoy doing. Sorry, and we started the year really well. Obviously, 6 out of 7 games, and obviously a big Challenge Cup draw ahead of us. So it's exciting times, and one thoroughly enjoying.
It seems like a pretty obvious question, this, but what's the mood in camp like at the moment? Because defensively you're pretty good, going forward you're pretty good as a side. So what's training like, and what's the mood in the dressing room like?
Yeah, good. I think you look at us over the last 3 or 4 years, not much has changed. I think we come into training with a smile on our face and we leave like that. We know how much of lucky we are to play in this team. We know all the staff and coaches we've got around us helping us going forward. It's bread and butter, really. We just got to perform on the day and in training. And that's the most excitable thing is playing the game. We all love in it. So training's fantastic. Everything's going well. But we know when it comes to crunch time, we've got to perform at our 100% or, things don't happen for us. And we know our best, can win most things. And that's certainly what we'll be going to do.
And for yourself personally, we touched upon it at the start about how much you're enjoying yourself, but you really are performing brilliantly this year. I mean, what's it all down to? Because you're a good player to begin with. Let's put that on record. But this year, it's been pretty good to say the least.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I keep repeating myself. Really, it's just just enjoying the rugby. I'm playing around a bit. Obviously, I'm on the left edge. I've been on the right edge a few times. I just enjoy it. I get to play with Matt Birchfield, Conrad Harrell, Hopper Warte, so many great players in our team. And then you had Jack Wellesby, Johnny Lomax, that mix, Morgan Knowles, Alex Walmsley. As a winger, it's a dream, innit? And to play with players like that. And I certainly enjoy my time, playing for St Helens. Absolutely, there's nothing better at the minute, is there, playing for this team. So there's a long way forward. It's a long season yet, but yeah, my form's been really good, and I'm hoping to step that into this week for sure.
Yeah, let's talk about the next game then. It's a biggie, isn't it? Our preparations going ahead of Catalans without giving too much of the game plan away.
Yeah, we've got to treat this like as much as you can, like any other normal big game, but it's obviously not. It's a knockout game. They're totally different. We've got to go over there and give our best, because we all know how good Catalan are as well. We've had some absolutely great games against them in the past, and no doubt this will be another stormer as well. So the mood's been great. It's like we spoke about the mood then. Everyone's in high spirits. We go over there Friday. We get our preparation right, and we give our 100%. And we know what the outcome we want, and we know what outcome we need to progress as well. So excitable, enjoyable times. Everyone's got a smile on their face, and that's the main thing.
And there's a nice little rivalry here developing, isn't there, with Catalans? There's been some epic encounters recently. For the neutrals, it's brilliant. I mean, do you get the sense that this rivalry is developing, and what does that mean from the pitch, do you feel?
Yeah, for sure. Like I spoke about before, I just think that the rivalry has been building and building, because obviously there's two great teams going at it. I think Catalan are a fantastic team. Obviously the way they're playing, the players they have, and the skills they possess, it just sets itself out for a classic, doesn't it? We're playing well as well, so it's exciting. I think rugby league at the minute it's just really exciting. The French, what they're doing with the team, some young players coming through, exciting that is. So I think as a player, not only fans, everyone can get excited over this, because it's a massive game. And like you spoke about, that rivalry over the last 3-4 years, it's become huge. And the grand final, the Magic Weekend, the start of this year, they're only getting bigger as well. So I expect this one to be the same.
And one game at a time and all that, Tommy, but we're only a couple of games potentially from a final down in London. So that's not really on your radar, though. That's what you're going to say at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think it's on every player's radar, isn't it? I think, you can brush it off and say what you want, one game forward. Yeah, that's what us as athletes, that's what you think about. You can't think too far, but we also know what's at stake. If you lose this game, you're not involved in any other big games until the back end of the year. So that's the biggest thing. It's a knockout game. Anything less than your best, you're not going to be down there, not at Wembley, at Tottenham. So we all know what's at stake there. You're knocked out, but we want to be involved in the big games. That's what you want to do in this jersey. You want to play in the biggest and best games. And, if you want to progress, you have to perform at your best. So it's something that we're looking forward to doing and performing on the day come Saturday.